Okay, I've been faffing around all morning trying to get this to post into my Facebook business page, but I can't do it. So you'll have the pleasure of my company today instead. I'll work it out, and I promise you I won't, I won't be here next week. I promise. Anyway, okay, so today what I want to talk about is what website builder is best for SEO. One of the things I get asked all the time, once the penny drops and people realise how important SEO, they're like, oh my God, is my website any good for SEO? And my answer is always yes. It's fine. The most important thing for you to think about is whether or not your website is best for business. If you're selling, if you've got an e-com business, then probably Squarespace or WordPress isn't what you need. You're probably better off with Shopify or Wix or those kind of things. Or if you're a constant blogger, then why not? You should maybe WordPress or Squarespace. Coaches, I'd recommend Squarespace for. But so fundamentally, the most important thing is that you choose a website builder that is best for your business. Then what you do is you SEO the living daylights out of every page and every post that you create on your website. Okay. But which are the best? There are ones that are better for SEO and ones that have their limitations. But really, at the end of this, I'm not going to tell you to kind of like to ditch Squarespace or to ditch Wix or to get rid of Weebly. As I say, please, it really is the most important thing is it's the best website for your business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through six pluses and minuses, positives and negatives of each of the ones that I've used and that I use most of my clients. So WordPress is like the motherlode of all blogging platforms. It's fabulous if you're a blogger, brilliant, go for it. It's great to run any business off. It's got tons of plugins. It's really, really good for content creation. So if you're in the content creation world, then definitely have a look at WordPress. Now, the issues with WordPress are that initially it was built as a blogging platform. It's great for content creation, but it was never had any built-in SEO as such. You're reliant all the time on plugins, and it can get really, really overwhelming. You have to make up your mind. You have to decide what the best plugins are. Now, that's great if you know what you're talking about. If you don't, it can be a bit tricky. One of the things, like for instance, is Yoast. Now, Yoast is brilliant. It's such a handy SEO plugin. But what you can do is you can kind of get caught up in this kind of the green light rabbit hole. You spend your entire time trying to get these green Yoast lights. So it is, WordPress is great for SEO. As I say, there's tons of plugins. There's lots of ways that you can increase your speed. You can reduce code. You can do all sorts of fancy things. But you are reliant on plugins and knowing which plugins to use. So yeah. Good, can be overwhelming. Wix is great. Wix is so simple to use. It's got built-in SEO, so you can avoid all the kind of plug-in overwhelm, which is brilliant. There's no coding, and also another great thing is it's already connected to Google, so you get all the analytics kind of fed to you. So it's just really, really simple, really easy to use. Negatives are kind of page speed can sometimes be a bit clunky, it can be a bit slow, and it's really basic. It's fine if you're just starting out your business. It really is. It's absolutely great. Super simple option if you're just starting out. So give Wix a check out. It is a bit slow, and once you're got your business into a different level, it might not be quite right for you. Squarespace. I love Squarespace. It's so pretty and beautiful, and it's fabulous if you're creative and I always, with my coaching clients, anyone like creative or PTs, anybody doing something that the look and feel of their websites are really important. And Squarespace is something I go to all the time. So it's a beautiful, really creative, fabulous looking thing. Loads of really good, really simple built-in SEO features again. So you're avoiding the whole kind of plug-in thing of WordPress. Generally, there's on the downside of things is, yes, you get this beautiful template, you get some really good built-in SEO features. If you want to take things a little bit further to really fully optimize your site, then there's some coding involved. You need to get the developers in, which again, if you know what you're talking about, is not a problem, but it is limited in the sense of what you can do for SEO yourself. Shopify is amazing. If you've got an e-com business, if you're selling physical products, Shopify is fabulous. It's got really, really good SEO, especially for products. Being able to go into each product page and optimize each page, each product, each image, really down to the nitty-gritty of each product. It's really, really good. It's got some great built-in SEO. So yeah, it's brilliant. Definitely Shopify if you've got an online kind of e-com business. The other thing is with Shopify is you get free SSL certificate, which is it's certificate that tells Google that your website is secure, which is super, super important if you're dealing with credit cards and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, cool. Downside is it's one of those things. It can be a bit slow, depending. You can take the onus responsibility yourself by using images. They're great, and also the other thing with Shopify is you can't edit. It's really frustrating. It's actually the same with Kajabi, but you can't edit your sitemap. You can't edit your robots.txt file. Now, look, that's kind of getting slightly down the never do this thing, down the nerdy spectrum. You probably won't need to, but if you do get yourself into a situation where you need to be editing your robots text or your sitemap, then you'll need to talk to someone like me who can help you out. But it's not a deal breaker. So Weebly is another great one. It's super simple to use. It's a bit kind of like in that Wix box. Really, really good for beginner websites. It's got great speed, great load times, which is really important at the moment with Google. And it's actually another thing, it's really easy to focus on your keywords. On the downside of Weebly, its directory structure isn't great. So it makes it a bit difficult for Google, the bots and everybody to understand what your website's about and to index properly. And also what you can do is it's kind of it's kind of slightly strange setup in the sense that what you can do is you can kind of overload pages with keywords by accident, kind of keyword stuff by accident. So if you're careful, if you think about your page structure properly, you won't, you don't need to worry about that. So, super simple and really good actually for focusing on your keywords. As long as you don't stuff them in, there's a balance to be had with Weebly. Kajabi, my favorite. Okay, so I've used all of these guys, most of these guys, WordPress, Squarespace, Kajabi. They're kind of the three main websites that I've had, or web platforms that I've used, website builders I've used. I'm always trying something out. I just love finding out all the different features. Kajabi for me, because I'm, I run coach courses, I create courses, I create a lot of content, I coach, I do all sorts of things. For me, it's like a business in a box. It's got everything I need. So I'm super keen on Kajabi. And there's this kind of a bit of an urban myth that Kajabi's useless for SEO. It's absolute nonsense. Kajabi is brilliant for SEO. It's just as good for SEO as any of the other builders. It's got tons of built-in features. Yeah, some of them are a bit on the simple side, but if you're not an SEO expert, which I presume you're not, it's absolutely fine. It's great. One of the things I really love is the kind of the WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. You can kind of when you're in the SEO sections of your pages and your blogs, you get to see what it's going to look like in the search engine. So I think it's great. It's really intuitive. Really, well, that element of things is really easy to use. The other thing is, if you've got the right template, the modern Kajabi templates are actually quite fast in comparison to some of the other websites. So Kajabi is great for SEO. I think the downside of Kajabi SEO is you need to know where to find it. It's kind of hidden. And there are some weird quirks, but again, what I always say is, if you're a content creator, course creator, then Kajabi is, it's great. So, find out, learn about the SEO for your platform and get using it. So there you go. We've looked at WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Shopify, Weebly and Kajabi. So which is the best website builder for SEO? You know what my answer is going to be. It's going to be whatever's best for your business. And then you go and find out how to SEO the life out of each of those pages and each of those blogs. So look, drop me a line if you've got any questions about your platform. I'd really love to help. And I can help. I've got experience in all of these, either personally or from working with clients. So just drop me a line if you're thinking of if you're building a website, or even if you're thinking of moving your website, go and check it out. So there you go. I'm going to be here every Wednesday. So join me next week, and I'd love to see you. Just look out for me next Wednesday, and I will be answering more of your questions. Again, if you have any comments, any questions, just pop them in, and I will get to them for you. And I will see you later. All right.